Hi Tera fans, this is Tera Solo Gamer. Today I'm going to be talking about the May events, the fishing tournament, which is going on but is not advertised, and we're going to discuss the 106.01 patch notes. Now before I get started on any of that, I do want to give you a quick reminder that the 5th anniversary event is still going on. Still hard for me to believe that it's been here on console for 5 years, because I started Tera when it first came to console. But it's been 5 years and we're celebrating the 5th anniversary. There we go. I'm currently standing in High Watch. There we go. For those of you not aware, High Watch is located right here on your map. I know sometimes people don't know where they are. So we're standing in High Watch, and we're going to go over here to the 5th anniversary event exchange merchant. This is where you go to exchange your anniversary coins, which you're still getting in your mail every day. When you first log in every day, and you got to wait a minute or two, and you're going to get your first set of 5 coins. And then, after that, you are going to, every half hour, get another 5 coins for a maximum of 35 coins per day. Hold on, I got something going on my computer. Okay. So you just collect those from your mail. The event is still supposed to go on until 16 June. And let's see, does it say it on there? Okay, I have to go to my inventory in a minute here. You can see that you can buy a Fraxum weapon for 70 coins, which means if you do 3 hours today, you do 3 hours tomorrow, you're going to get 70 coins because you get a maximum of 35 per day if you're on for 3 hours. And in just 2 days, you can get yourself a Fraxum weapon. So if you don't have Fraxum yet, even if you just want the weapon, come on, spend the time, get yourself a weapon. The event's still going on until 16 June, but the tokens do say they'll disappear on 16 June. So I recommend collecting and getting whatever you need no later than 15 June, because you don't want to log in on the 16th. It's already past the time they delete the tokens, and now you got a whole bunch of tokens gone and you got nothing for it. Okay, and you also get Fraxum armor for 70. Fraxum gauntlet for 70, Fraxum footwear for 70, Fraxum belt for 70, and the Transcendence accessory set, which there was an issue with before, but they supposedly fixed it with this patch. Now, if you don't care about Fraxum, you already have Fraxum, whatever, you can exchange tokens for things like your Innerwear Cat's Paw Catnap. You can get a Flying Skill Glimmering Ice Dragon, Flying Skill Ash Fury, Flying Skill Ash Fury, Mixed Stigma Crate Legendary only. Now, all those things up there were 70 tokens each. The Mixed Stigma Crate Legendary only is 350. If you look at each one per account, you can see what your max is. The things like the dragons for your whole account, you know, like me, this account, this particular gamer tag, I have 22 characters, but for the whole account, only one of them can get Innerwear. Only one of them can get a Fraxum weapon, okay? So, like that. And then other Smart Diode Neviat structures for 20. Those are great. Love those. Superior Noctiniums. And then you got fish buffets for 10 each. But personally, I think there are plenty of other ways to get them, including just crafting them yourself. You know, so I would use my tokens for other things unless, like I said, you just really want those fish buffets. Okay, so that's where you find them. The 5th anniversary is still going on. I do want to go into my inventory. There we go. 5th anniversary coins. These you get in your mail every day. 1 or 2 minutes after you logged in, you get the first 5. Every half hour, you get 5 more for a maximum of 35 per day. And you'll see, caution, this item will be deleted on June 15th. Oh, June 15th. Okay, I thought it was 16th. My mistake. So I would recommend using them no later than June 14th, because you don't want to log in on the 15th. And they're already gone. Okay, and you'll notice you can't trade these. There's no sale value, and you can't put them in the guild bank, but you can put them in your own bank. So if you have one character, a main character who's collecting all of them, but it's another character who you want to collect the Fraxum, you know, just have this character drop it into your personal bank, log into the other character, have them pull the coins out, and come here to the merchant. So again, close attention, they'll be deleted on 15 June. Be sure you use them no later than 14 June just to be on the safe side. Okay, now before I go into any of the other stuff, let's go to event. And what am I going to start? I'm going to start, we'll start with the event in progress. You can go to the web page anytime through your menu, but you go into event in progress right there. What is up with all these little pop-ups? Okay. Now, one of the things we have going on, and I'm terrible at using the web browser. You can see the website address at the top, Tera-console.com. Anytime you want to check on things going on with Tera Console, just go to Tera-console.com. That's the official web page. I normally go through my computer and check things out. I'm not very good at using the web browser here on the Xbox. All right, right now, let's go over the Strongbox Jackpot event first, because we do have that going on. And it started on the 17th. Today is May 20th, and it'll end before maintenance on 1 June. And these are probabilities of getting some of these special things. Wisdom Skill, Ancient Mighty King Long is 1/10 of 1% chance of popping that. Stigma Feedstock Superior, 0.4% chance. Stat Change Stone Superior, 0.5% chance. Stigma Feedstock Rare, 0.5% chance. Stat Change Stage Rare, 1% chance. And a Diamond, 0.5% chance. And you can also get Stigma Shards, various gems, healing potions, complete crystal bonds, XP boosts, veteran apothecary dies, so please participate. Normally, when I open up locked strong boxes during these events, I get a whole bunch of really cheap stuff. A lot of it I can't even use because they give you the crystals that are lower level crystals that I can't even use at level 65 because they're not high enough levels, stuff like that. Now, I will say, and I've done a video before where I opened, I think maybe around 60 or so boxes and really got a whole bunch of nothing. But I will say when we had this last one going on, I was not recording it because I had already recorded a couple times to open boxes or whatever. And I went ahead and used the keys I had on hand to open boxes. And I was like, man, I wish I was recording this because I actually popped a Wisdom Skill Ancient Mighty King Long. So I have one of those now. I wasn't expecting it. I wish I'd been recording it. That'll probably never happen again. So it is possible to get it, but for years of doing this, that's the first time I've ever gotten anything that spectacular. But the possibility is there. But as always, we get free keys, Strongbox keys, through certain events like the Daily Accumulated Login event and that sort of thing. I recommend saving those up till we have these kind of events and use them then. You can buy them through the Tera store, but the odds are so low of getting something great that I personally don't recommend spending money in the Tera store for the Strongbox keys. But that's your call. You earn your money. I earn my money working really hard, so I spend it how I want. You spend yours how you want. If you want to go buy some, go ahead. But again, we do get them for free through things like Daily Accumulated Login events and some other events. All right, let's get into the May events now. And don't worry about that first set of dates because some of these are variable. All right, we got a Hot Time event going on from 27 May through 28 May. Then again from 10 June to 11 June. Weekend Hot Time event. You can see it says there we're giving out special presents depending on accumulated login time. You get each item every 30 minutes, in total 9 kinds of items. And they give examples of tall body, stigma chest, etc. So on those weekends, what you do is you log in. Within that first minute or two, you'll pop your first one. Then every half hour, you'll get another little free gift in your parcel post for a total of 9. So if you stay logged in for 4 hours during the week, those particular weekends, you're going to end up getting the full 9. Now, the way it works is you can get a maximum of 9 for the whole weekend. So, say you log in on the 27th, you're on for a few hours, you only get 5 items and you log off. You log back in on Sunday for a few hours, you can go ahead and get the other 4 items for your total of 9. Now, you log in Saturday long enough to get all 9. When you log in Sunday, you're not getting anything because you're already maxed out for the weekend, okay? So, it's for the whole weekend, it's not like 9 items a day. Get an Item XP times 2 event, 19 May to 21 May. That's this weekend. 2 June through 4 June. 16 June through 18 June. And Item XP times 2 event, of course, your armor and your weapons and your accessories. For most of them, until you get up to Kaya's Fury, which works totally differently. But most of your other gear, you are going to be working on getting Item XP to increase your enchanting and upgrading chances. During the Item XP times 2 event, when you're doing Vanguards and other things, your Item XP that you are rewarded for those is double. during that period. So you can earn a lot more item XP quicker. Then we have an item XP times 3 event, which means the item XP that your gear is going to earn is 3 times the normal rate. So 26 May through 28 May, and then 9 June through 11 June. We have item XP times 3 events coming up. So keep your eye out for those if you're working on enchanting and upgrading some of your gear and you want to get your item XP up so you can increase your chances of enchanting. Stormcry Gear Enchanting Jackpot Event, 18 May, 1 June, and then 9 June through 11 June. So those are, see, 18 May through 1 June is actually a pretty long period for that. So we actually have that going on right now for the next, 10 days or so. That means your Stormcry Gear Enchanting times 2. Don't worry about the item XP times 2. We already discussed that. For all gear during the event period. So if you're trying to upgrade your Stormcry gear, whatever your percentage chance is, say you had a 20% chance normally, during this period it's going to be a 40% chance for you to upgrade at that same level of where you are right now. So between item XP times 2s and item XP times 3 events, plus you get double chance to upgrade your Stormcry. Yeah, definitely a good time to upgrade your Stormcry. Then we have the Heroic Oath Gear Enchanting Jackpot Event, 18 May through 1 June. Again, that's a pretty long period for that. So we've got it going on right now. It's still going to continue for the next, 10, 11 days, something like that. Now, you notice it does say 0 through 6, Heroic Oath Gear Enchanting times 2. So you get double the chance for each of your enchantments. 16% chance normally becomes 32% chance during this period. But it's on levels 0 through 6. Once you get it upgraded to plus 6, you're on your own for 7 through 9. Now, the last time they actually gave us a 0 through 9 on this, but this time they went back to 0 through 6 on the Heroic Oath, which is typical. That's what we normally get. We have the Level Up event, 18 May through 21 June. Now, this is typically ongoing all the time. One will end, the next one will start. And that's where every typically 5 levels, beginning at level 15, you're going to get free stuff sent in a special box for leveling up a character. So if you are starting out a new character from level 1, or even you've got one that you've gotten to 25 or whatever, and you haven't gotten to 65 yet, I'm not sure if it works if it's already started, but definitely if you start a new character for sure. What normally happens is level 15, you'll get a first reward box. Some of these reward boxes might include like a temporary auto gathering or auto loot. I always get this mixed up. Auto loot pet, maybe some kind of temporary fashion item. You also get some combat buffs like Lamborghinis, probably some prime battle solutions, things of that nature. They don't give us the list, so I don't know exactly what's available right now. But typically you get the person at level 15, then level 20, and then from that point it's every 10. So you get 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and then you get another box at 65. That's when you typically get those reward boxes. Previously, like I said, they don't have the list anymore out there, so I'm assuming that's still how it works. The daily accumulated login event is 18 May through 21 June. You know, you just get free stuff for logging in every day. Just go to the accumulated login event thing in your item menu under events and pick it up every day. Dungeon highlights, 19 through 21 May. That's going on this weekend. 2 June through 4 June. 16 June to 18 June. You get a 1.5 drop rate increase in all dungeons. So if you do multiplayer dungeons, and I assume it should also apply to solo player dungeons, then you get 1.5 times the drop rate for your stuff. Of course, I'm a solo player, so I don't do multiplayer dungeons. But if you do multiplayer dungeons, you're getting extra drop rate for right now, and during those other dates coming up. Then you have the level boosting event from 18 May to 27 May. All that means, I finally figured out what the difference was. For the level up event up there, I'll explain what that was. Level boosting simply means in your partial post, you're going to get a level 65 scroll for free. So if you use that scroll on a new character you just created, or maybe one you've gotten to level 35 and you don't feel like doing the rest of it or whatever, apply the level 65 scroll and boom, you're instantly level 65. Now, if you've never played Tera before and you're just getting ready to start the first time, even if you get that level 65 scroll, I recommend you do not use it. If this is your first time playing a new character, I strongly recommend that you go ahead and go through the whole game. Go ahead and spend a few weeks just having fun. Go do all the red mainline quests at least. Do as many of the yellow side quests as you possibly can. go explore the different areas, experience the dungeons and the fighting of bands and stuff. And because doing that at the lower levels, working your way up, that's going to help you a lot when you are at level 65. You know, because you will have already had a little bit of, it'll show you little tips for how to use your glyphs. You know, you'll know a little bit more by that time about how to apply your crystals for your armor and your weapons and stuff. You'll know more about your individual fighting style for whatever type of character you created. It helps a lot if you've never played this game before to go ahead and level up a character naturally through all the quests and things. And like I said, take your time. I think the first time I brought a character through, probably took me 3 or 4 weeks to get to level 65. But I was just having fun along the way, learning how the thing even works. And I think my first 2 or 3 characters at least, I went through the whole process of leveling up. Once I had done it like 3 or 4 times maybe, yeah, and I was like, I'm going to make a new character, but I'm going to use a level 65 scroll because I don't feel like doing all that, you know. But I've actually leveled a bunch of them up, especially when we used to have the level up events for things like when they first introduced Ninja, when they first introduced Gunner, and when they first introduced Valkyrie. And actually for each of those, I made a whole bunch of multiples of those because I have multiple gamer tags, you know, and it was just fun doing it. Okay, and we have the Strong Box Jackpot event, which we already discussed on the other screen there. All right, now I'm actually going to go back into, if I'm in there too long, it kicks me out of the server. I'm going to the good server with crossplay off. I don't like crowded stuff. And of course, because I had to log off, it's probably going to have that stupid chat thing. Yeah, the chat thing's open again. Let me turn off chat real quick. Usually a bunch of kids playing around in chat saying stupid stuff, so I like having chat off when I'm doing these things. Okay, now if you go into your menu and under event, if you go to update details, this is where you can see like the latest patch notes and stuff. Again, you're going to the web browser. Again, you can do this from your regular computer, Tera-console.com. And we're going to look at the 106.01 build update. They put these notes out there over a week ago, but they didn't actually apply the patch until 2 days ago on Thursday. So it was nice of them, great, awesome, that they let us know ahead of time what was coming. But I didn't see any point last week in doing it when I couldn't actually show you anything because they weren't applying the patch. I also had a business trip. I had to go out of state for 5 days. I just got back home a couple days ago. So I was like, you know what, I'll wait till that weekend after I get back, recover from all the traveling, and then do this, you know. Because like I said, it wasn't applied last week anyway. They just applied it 2 days ago on the 18th. All right, so for the 106.01 build update, which they just applied on 18 May, as you can see there, today is 20 May. Dungeons. These are the dungeons that are opening up if you're one of those multiplayer dungeon people. Bahar Sanctum, Bellic Sanctuary Hard, Anarosabeth Hard, Arcane 9 Kennel Hard, Lilith's Keep Hard, Red Refuge Hard, Arcane 9 Kennel Gold. I don't know what gold means, but Lilith's Keep, Red Refuge, and Ravenous Gorge 3-person gold. Those are all open. Now what they closed were Grotto of Lost Souls Hard, Akalath Quarantine, Manglemire, Shadow Sanguinary Hard, Ruinous Manor, Shadow Sanguinary, and the Abscess. Those are all closed now, apparently. And they're making the equipment level gap reduced. Rewards are going to be reorganized. Especially Arcane 9 Kennel will be a gold dungeon, so it will be matching only dungeon. Alright, and alright, there's a bunch of stuff. Bellic Sanctuary Hard, the boss's HP will be reduced. First boss 35%, second boss by 35%, and third boss by 30%. So they'll be a little easier to beat. Move your combat area when your party's all dead. You can use the teleporter for that. Alright, ain't that cool? I don't know. Alright, now Gilly Glade. Of course, if you have, well, I can't think of what it's called. Elite status, there you go. If you have elite status, you can do Gilly Glade. I believe gold, you can do it twice a day. Silver, you can do it once a day. They're going to improve the rewards. Main changes are rejuvenation moat, material of lower equipment enchanting are removed. And Golden Derrick, Silver Derrick, Bravery Potion, Combat Supplies, Stigma Shard will be added. Okay, so if you're doing Gilly Glade, they're switching those around because they still had a bunch of the drops from the old stuff that's no longer used for enchanting gear, so it was, you know, pretty much useless even getting it. All right, Bahar's Sanctum, Bahar's Critical Resist will be reduced. You get a style base etching added through NPC Irem in major cities. Design etching for Aurora's Wing Box will be purchased. Materials, Ancient Essence, Sacred Crystal, Twilight Feather. Get these items when you dismantle etching for Aurora Wings or Hunting Bands on Island of Dawn. Through crafting, you can get 3 or 4 design etching for Aurora Wings boxes. And you can get items of probability, permanent temporary style face etching, Aurora Wing style face etching, brilliant Aurora Wings. All right, I don't typically read that much for the multiplayer dungeons, but I actually do have some viewers who do play multiplayer dungeons, and I don't want to forget you guys. I love you guys too, you know, so I want to be sure you're aware of what the stuff is out there. And they're adding the powerful 5 etching, and the most difficult dungeon will drop these items. Incomplete etching scroll added. Get this item when you dismantle the powerful 4 etching, and you can exchange incomplete etching scroll for 4 etching. Alright, there are 4 different Bahar's Fury masks being added. The most difficult dungeons will drop these items, and when you dismantle these items, you can get Scorching God's Essence, and you can exchange Scorching God's Essence for another Bahar's Fury mask. Alright, now the premium specialty store, and I'll show you that in a minute in how I watch there, has a new product, Stat Change Stone Superior and Random 4 Etching Box. That's for everyone. That has nothing to do with dungeons. That has to do with the premium specialty store. Now, the Dawnfall and Dawn Storm exchange list is changed. All right, they're removing the lower etchings, the plundered glyph box from Dawnfall, and then for the Dawn Storms, Enchanted Fashion Item Box Common, Guardian Legion Jewel Box, Plundered Glyph Box. And they're reducing the price of the plundered glyph from the Dawn Storm exchange from 70 to 35. All right, so the Dawnfall and Dawn Storm tokens you get on the Island of Dawn when you fight monsters. The lower level monsters, you're going to get Dawnfall. The top level monsters, you're going to get Dawn Storm, which gives you better stuff. And I'll show you that in a little bit. Love going to Island of Dawn fighting the monsters. A class balance. Reaper, Assassination, to remove effect of behind attack, to increase skill damage to monsters by 200%, to increase crit power by 3.0. Tooltip will be fixed on B107 update. Apparently there's a tooltip issue. They'll fix that later. For the Gunner, Replenishment, they're going to recover willpower, changing from 200 to 350, and recovering MP was 500, it's going up to 700. Detonate is going to increase skill damage by 15%, recovered willpower when hit from 120 to 200. Bombardment is going to increase skill damage by 20%. Arcane Barrage, increase skill damage by 30%. Burst Fire, increase skill damage by 30%. Targeted Burst Fire, increase skill damage by 30%. Remote Trigger, increase skill damage by 30%. Laser Targeting, reduce MP requirement from 450 down to 300. Obliteration, increase skill damage by 30% and reduce MP requirement from 700 to 350. And the tooltip will have to be fixed in the 107 update. So the tooltip's apparently not up to date yet. They'll fix that later. But apparently, all of my gunners are going to be able to do a lot more damage for a lot less MP, which is always cool. Now, in the field on the Island of Dawn, we talked about the Island of Dawn a little bit. The reward's going to be improved. This is for hunting the Island of Dawn monsters, and those are part of your Vanguard request. You can get Vanguard rewards for it and all that. Ancient Essence, Sacred Crystal, Twilight Feather, Enchanted Fashion Item Box, Common or Uncommon. The dropping probability of Enchanted Fashion Item Box will be increased. Now, if it's still the same Enchanted Fashion Item Box that I've been getting, you might open it and get a nice Enchanted Fashion item, but the majority of the time you'll get like some Prime Battle Solution or some other little cheap stuff that it's like, okay, whatever. But they're increasing the probability. And actually, yesterday I was on one of my other gamer tags last night because I'm trying to catch up a little bit with some of the fishing stuff because, like I said, I was out of town for a few days. When I got back, I didn't feel like playing for a couple of days, you know, so trying to catch up on some stuff. And I did notice when I was on Island of Dawn doing some Vanguards to collect some the reward you need right now for the fishing thing, I was getting more of those enchanted item box things that I do normally. So it's definitely getting more. I haven't opened them yet though. And there's your items there. Ancient Essence, Enchanted Fashion Item Box Common. You get from Island of Dawn low monsters. Your Sacred Crystal, Enchanted or Fashion Item Box, Common or Uncommon. You get that from the Island of Dawn middle level monsters. And then for the highest tier monsters, the third level monster on Island of Dawn, they had the Twilight Feather or the Enchanted Fashion Item Box Uncommon. Alright, World Events. Guardian Legion Mission. Daily Guardian Legion Mission reward will be changed. You can get a Stigma chest now. The amount of item XP will be increased. All Guardian Legion Mission clear rewards will be changed to Legendary Token. That was really frustrating when I would do Guardian Legion mission things and there was like a chance you might get Legendary Token or you might get some Stigma shards. And most of the time I would get Stigma shards and it's like, for a while, sometimes I wouldn't even bother doing the Guardian Legion mission because I just knew I was going to get Stigma shards, so it wasn't worth it. But now they've changed it so you're going to get a lot more Legendary tokens. So get out there and do your Guardian Legion missions. You can exchange the Legendary Token for a Mark of Fate. The amount of Legendary Tokens, which is Mission Clear Reward, will be increased. So you're going to get more Legendary Tokens when you're doing it. Legendary Token Exchange list will be changed. The Guardian Superior Reward Box, which can be acquired by the Guardian of Arborea Reputation Credit, will be changed. You can get Stigma Shards, Jewels, or Valcount Federation coin from that. It is different Guardian Superior Reward Box against the old one. Now, to reduce the difficulty of crafting Powerful Mask 1 through 5 and Purified Powerful Mask 5, so they're going to make that easier to get those upgrades. To reduce the selling price of the Powerful Mask 1, so you'll get those a little much cheaper if you're buying it. Bounty Hunter. Your daily and weekly Bounty Hunter mission reward will be changed. You can get the Stigma chest and item XP. All Bounty Hunter mission clear reward will be changed to Bounty Hunter tokens. You're going to be able to get more Bounty Hunter tokens by doing the Bounty Hunter rewards. Amount of Bounty Hunter token, which is mission clear reward, will be increased. So it's an increased number of them as well. The Bounty Hunter token exchange list will be changed to reduce difficulty of crafting the Shadow Hunter brooch. Okay, so that's a good thing there. You can get more of the Bounty Hunter tokens. They're going to make it easier to get it crafted. A lot of my characters have the Bounty Hunter brooch. I like it. I think it's a good one. So hey, get out there and do some more Bounty Hunter missions. All right, for fishing, they're going to improve Angler's Whiskers to add effect, and they're going to add the effect of decreases auto fishing wait time. I think the Angler's Whisker did have just the manual fishing wait time. I can't remember, but they're going to add the effect of decreased auto fishing wait time, and they're going to increase the probability of Angler's Whisker upgrading to 100%. Thank goodness. I have Angler's Whisker pretty high level, but then I have a bunch of lower level ones because sometimes I'll work for a while on upgrading and there was only a certain percent chances and I'd get fail after fail and I was like, oh, the heck with it. Deal with it later. I haven't even messed with it for a while, but I'm going to go back into that and get mine fully upgraded here soon, hopefully. Now, to increase gold when you sold special fish from 500 to 1,000 gold. To change items when you dismantle special fish, Fish Fillet is now going to give you a quality fish fillet. And they're going to add quality bait and a quality fish delivery crate. You can exchange the angler tokens for quality bait, quality fish delivery crates. You can now, of course, I'm still saving up my angler tokens because one of my fishing rods is a level 8, which is the highest level you can go with the rod, but the other is still only level 7, so I'm still working on getting that one maxed out. So I'm keeping every angler token I can just for that, and after that I'll worry about spending angler tokens on other things. Okay, you can sell your quality fish delivery crate through the Federation Resource Management. Quality fish delivery crate, 2,000 gold. Now, if you're in a guild, reduce the requirement XP of guild level up by 50%. To increase the number of individual player accounts for the guild, it used to be 100 accounts, now you can have up to 200 accounts, and that's individual player accounts. To increase the number of characters for the guild, used to be 400, now you can go 999. Because, of course, you got some individual players who may have, I guess, 20 characters, so that's, 20 characters. So those are your maxes now for the individual players and your characters. To change of guild expansion, passive skill was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Now it's going to 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. I don't know what that means, but if you're in a guild, I guess you know what that means. And then additional improvements, they are removing, they call it an improvement, but they're removing Sabex Armory and Massalarius Catacombs from the dungeon matching list. So I guess you're going to have to go straight to each of those every time you want to do them and match up with people that way because they're removing it from instance matching. Now they're going to add the shape changer head restore item in the specialty store. I had people ask about that. They'll get a big head thing and apply it and not realize till it's too late that the only way for it to go away is, if I recall correctly, it's 72 hours of in-game time before it wears off. That could be a few weeks of playing, depending on how many hours a day you're doing. But the only way to get rid of it other than that is to buy a Shape Changer Head Restore item, which typically would only drop sometimes, I think, during certain events. But now they've added it to the specialty store. So anytime you have the big head thing applied, you need to get rid of it. You can go to the specialty store, buy it, boom, get rid of it. All right, they're going to remove unnecessary items from the Metamorphic Emblem shop. We all know that they simplified gear enchanting quite a while back. They have all kind of old enchanting things that are no longer even used for enchanting. They're still in the Metamorphic Emblem shop. They're still in the special crates and stuff, but they haven't changed that yet. I'm still waiting for them to do that, and hopefully when they do it, things like, you know, Special Crate 4, whatever it's called, maybe they'll add some of the other stuff that is difficult to get to for people who don't do multiplayer dungeons, like those Abyssal Fragments or whatever the heck they're called. That'd be nice if they would get rid of all that old junk that's no longer used anyway. Maybe drop a couple of extra things in there. You know, I'd like that. All right, and they're going to remove the unnecessary drop items from the field boss. I haven't actually bought one lately, but the big, I guess they're talking about the big world bands, or maybe even other field bosses. I don't know. They're going to get rid of all those unnecessary drop items. And they're going to add the Stormcry gear on the Guardian Legion credit merchants. Each item's only going to cost you 10 points. As we all know, a long time ago, we used to have like gear and accessories and whatever that you could buy from those Vanguard or Guardian Legion credit merchants. Then when they upgraded the lowest level of armor from whatever it was to frost metal, I can't remember if we still had the stuff in there at the time, and maybe they waited till they upgraded the lowest level of gear to Stormcry. I can't remember exactly when they did it, but quite a while back, they removed pretty much everything from that guy, and except for the Mistel circlet. And then later they added accessories back recently, including the other circlet, not the Mistels. But they still didn't have like gear in there. But now they're adding the gear, and it's Stormcry. So if you're like me and you have a bunch of gamer tags, or maybe even just one gamer tag but a bunch of characters, back when we had the low level gear as the lowest gear, and you would go to Highwatch and just collect your gear from Dougal, when they upgraded the gear to frost metal, they restarted that, so everyone, all my characters were able to go and pick up the new frost metal gear from him as their lowest. But then when they went to Stormcry's lowest level of gear, they did not do that, and you couldn't buy Stormcry anyway. So I have like bunches of characters that I don't really play, but sometimes I use them for extra stuff or whatever on a lot of my gamer tags, because I have a total of 5 gamer tags, who still have frost metal as their gear, because I couldn't get. But now, if you're like me and you have a bunch of, you can actually go buy the Stormcry gear now from the Guardian Legion credit merchant, and at least get them upgraded to the minimum Stormcry level. Whoa, sorry, whoa. I told you I'm terrible at the web browser. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, come on. What? And sorry it's taking so long, but there is so much this time. Yeah, which is a good thing. There's some good stuff. And we covered the Stormcry. Okay, now bug fixes. There was a bug that the 5th anniversary Transcendence accessory crate couldn't be used. Okay, that I think it was labeled BTS in the anniversary coin thing. But I think they did relabel it now. You weren't able to use it. They fixed it with this patch. So now if you've been waiting to get that, you can use it. The Ethereal Circlet is not in the 5th anniversary Transcendence accessory crate. So when you set up the accessory thing in the 5th anniversary, they forgot to put the Ethereal Circlet in there. But Ethereal Circlet will be provided by parcel when you play Tera. So everyone got the Ethereal Circlet for free through their parcel post, even if you haven't used your anniversary coins, okay? And the bug that Cat's Paw Catnap Innerwear exchange ticket can't be used, that was also fixed. So if you were wanting to get the Cat's Paw Catnap Innerwear from your 5th anniversary coins, you couldn't do it before because it was a bug. They have fixed it. You can now get it, okay? I know a lot of people were asking about that because they really wanted that innerwear. Wasn't working. They couldn't get it. It's there now. If you were waiting to get it, go get it. Enteros Abyss Hard Teleporter will respawn. Akalath Quarantine Vanguard Request background image will be added. Costume Summer Silk icon will be fixed. Elnu's Tears name disappear bug will be fixed. Apparently on some Elnu's Tears you would pick from certain boxes, whatever, the name wasn't there. You would just see the icon, but they fixed that. The Dreadspire Guild mission text will be fixed, and weapon and armor tooltip will be changed, not destroyed. Not quite sure what that means, but there you go. They're going to fix the tooltip for weapons and armor. All right, now I'm probably going to have to log back in again because every time I'm in the web thing too long, it kicks me out. And of course, I prefer not to be on crossplay because it's not as crowded. If you like crowded and a bunch of people running around, then select the crossplay version. And there's so much stuff. I actually wrote notes this time. Normally I just get on here and talk, but I wrote a list of things that I want to try to be sure that I go over with you because I don't want to miss too many things. I'll probably end up missing a few things anyway. I'm trying to get as much stuff in there as I possibly can. Okay. First thing, oh, wait a minute. Turn off chat because there's always a bunch of kids saying stupid stuff in there. Someone's in my shop here. All right. The first thing I'm going to show you, daily login reward. Okay. We talked about event, accumulated daily login event. There you go. Every day, you're getting a free one of these things. We're talking about it. And let's see if we see keys on here. There you go. Now, let's talk about, we get free Strongbox keys from certain events like the daily login. On day 21, you're going to get 10 keys. Day 29, you're going to get 10 more keys. Even if this event's over for the Strongbox event, by the time you get those keys, then hey, just save them for the next time. Alright, and it looks like mostly typical stuff that we usually get that we got coming up here, but it's all free. So log in every day, get your free stuff. Alright, now I'm going to go into my mail. Because the past couple days I have not been opening much of anything. I did open the... Alright, let's see. I'm going to try to do this in order because I'll mess stuff up if I don't. Okay, here we go. I was talking about the fishing tournament. You can see here, you should have gotten the mail 2 days ago on Thursday if you logged in, but anytime while the tournament's going on, if it's your first time logging in, you're going to see a mail partial post that says Arborea Fishing Tournament. And you will get an event recipe, Tera Fishing Tournament Reward Coin. Okay, that's for you to craft the coins because there's certain things you got to do. So I'm going to take it. If you've done the event before like she has, then you already are able to craft it without applying that. In fact, it won't let you apply it because you already know the recipe. And then every day, you're going to get an email for Fishing Tournament Special Bait. This was the first one there. You're going to get 10 of these every day. So you have to take these special baits and you have to go to Saren's Lake in Bastion. If you don't know where that is, Veritas District, Bastion. You're going to go there. You're going to go to Saren's Lake. That's the only place you can fish with this special bait and pull the special essence that you need to do the crafting. Let me grab that. And in case you don't know where the crafting is done, you go into your crafting. It's under smelting. It's event items, Tera Fishing Tournament. All right, now I did this morning go ahead and fish for 10 Saren's Lake essences because that's what you get. And I went ahead and when I did fish 10 things, that gave me a Vanguard reward, mana infused metal, because that's the other thing you need to craft these. So I'm going to go ahead and craft this one. And boom, ta-da. There you go, I crafted one. So now I can go into my inventory. Now I have my Tera Fishing Tournament reward coin. I can open it up. Now the big thing I always save these up for and I go is I get the 7,000 angler token boxes. Like I said, I'm still working on getting one of my rods from 7 to 8. The other one's already maxed at 8. And I want to have them both maxed. 7,000 tokens is a lot of tokens. Because if you were standing there just manually fishing for them, it's going to take you quite a few hours worth of fishing to get that point. So you need 130 of these tokens. I have one token right now. But like I said, you get 10 special baits per day. You go fish for the special essences, and you can get 10 essences per day. And then you have to do Vanguard requests to get those mana-infused metals. I'll show you that in a moment. But if you don't want the tokens, you can get a Zerber Metal Rod 4 for 130. Ash Sapling Rod 4 for 130. So say you've got a rod level 1. You've just done all the quests, and you haven't upgraded your rod much yet. If you would rather spend some of these on Ash Sapling Rod, go ahead. You can also get Angler's Whiskers for 130, and this is Angler Whisker 4. Now, I think, I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know exactly how it's going to work, but they did say they have improved the chance of upgrading these by 100%. So you may not need to use these tokens for this, because now it may be easier to upgrade them. Or you can buy Clover's Luck for 30 minutes for 30 of the tokens. And look at the caution there. It does not stack. So if you have 2 or 3 of these, if you pop one, wait until 30 minutes till after it's already expired. Or if you see one already going up there that's got 30 minutes, an hour, or whatever, don't pop yours because they don't stack. All you're going to do is it's going to stay on that same amount of time there. These actually give a bonus, manual fishing wait time 20%, and catch a bat by 4% to the entire server. You may have seen a message pop up every once in a while saying, hey, so-and-so has activated a Clover's Luck. You have 1 hour for this, or 30 minutes for this, or whatever, because there's different times. So that's what that's for. Now, I did mention that to craft it, you saw that you needed mana-infused metal. Now, you can see, we'll just do this one. You can see almost all the Vanguard requests, probably all of them. You can get a mana-infused metal each one. So you got to do your Vanguard request, get yourself some mana-infused metals. And I'm going to scroll real quick here. Boom, boom, boom. You see that mana-infused metal on pretty much everything. Probably everything. Now, the Island of Dawn monsters. We talked about the top level. Brutal Onyx Hydra, Brutal Iron Giant, Brutal Naga Battle Masters. Those are the top level, the 3 top level monsters on Island of Dawn for those other things we're talking about when you want your Dawnfall and Dawnstorm tokens. Now, you see like Brutal Naga Master, you get Dawnstorm because it's the highest level. Brutal Searing Fan Spawns, Brutal Fimberless, Brutal Bloodbound Terrorless. Those are your middle level monsters on the Island of Dawn. So if you're doing Vanguards fighting them, you do get Dawnstorms for those as well. But the other stuff they're talking about, the drops occasionally while you're fighting them, these are your mid levels. Brutal Obelisks, Brutal Orisks, Brutal Basilisks. Those are the 3 lowest level monsters on the Island of Dawn. Those will give you the lowest grade type of random drops if you're fighting them. And these you get the Dawn Storm. Did they increase? Dawn Storm? I did not know that. It looks like you're going to get Dawn Storm tokens regardless of the level of monster that you're fighting on Island of Dawn now. You used to get Dawn Fall for the lower levels and Dawn Storm for the higher. It looks like you're going to get Dawn Storm for all of them, which is a good thing. Dawn Storm gives you better stuff. Huh, that's wild. Didn't know that. Okay, so I went over the fishing stuff. And for the fishing, I just showed you the basic overview, told you everything, pretty much everything you need to know, really, for the fishing stuff. But I do have a fishing tournament video I had done that goes into all the details, shows you where to go, all that stuff. I'll try to remember to put a link in the description when I post this out there. All right, so I wanted to go back to my mail now. Because we mentioned, because they forgot to put the Ethereal Circlet in with the 5th anniversary rewards with the rest of the accessories, everyone gets an Ethereal Circlet sent to their parcel post. So there it is. Ta-da. Yay. Okay, so you get your Ethereal Circlet for free. You don't have to do anything for it. Just check your mail. That's all you got to do. All right. Fishing tournament advertised. Okay. And there we go. Level boosting event. You should got email. I mentioned that during it's one of the events going on. The level boosting event, they send you a level 65 scroll. I think I have like 17 or so of these sitting in my bank right now because we get these pretty frequently. So I'm going to take my level 65 scroll and just keep it. I don't have any character. All my characters are already 65 on this particular gamer tag, and I have 22 characters on here, so I can't add any characters because I'm maxed out. All right, so we talked about a level boosting event, and you saw we got the level 65 scroll. I'm going to grab this. It was just a maintenance reward because we had maintenance on Thursday. And just to show you, every day when you log in for the first time, after 1 or 2 minutes, the first Let's Celebrate Terra Console's 5th parcel post will hit, and you will get 5 coins. And then every half hour, you're going to get 5 more coins for a maximum of 35 per day. And as you can see, every day you get the fishing tournament special bait once. And you get 10 of them. Alright, so collect my anniversary coins here because I haven't been doing that because I intentionally was saving it up just to show it to you. in the video that I was going to do today. I grabbed this special date earlier just so I could demonstrate. Oh, that's a login event item that I grabbed but didn't pick up yet. That's the daily accumulated stuff there. Alright, so there's some anniversary coins that I've got. And I haven't been grabbing my accumulated daily login. I already showed you the accumulated daily login thing. Okay. Alright, so we covered the Tera circlet, the angler crafting thing, the fishing tournament, level 65 scroll per level boosting event. Okay, let me go into my inventory now. And the first thing I'll show you are my Dawn Storm tokens. Remember I told you can get the Dawn Storm tokens? And apparently they're rewarded now for every level of creature on the Island of Dawn, which is cool. Matter of fact, I intentionally pulled some Dawn Falls out of my bank, not realizing they're not dropping anymore. But you can see they pulled a lot of the old stuff that used to be out there. And the Dawn Falls, you can get an enchanted fashion item box for 500 tokens. Prime Battle, you get so many of those from free drops. I don't see the point in spending anything for those. Or I can upgrade my Dawnfall tokens by trading 4 of them for a Dawn Storm token. So if you do have a stockpile of Dawnfall sitting around, you may want to upgrade them to Dawn Storm, especially now that Dawn Storm is the only thing dropping. Okay, so let's go to the Dawn Storm. Again, Island of Dawn monsters. This is where you get them. They used to have a bunch of extra stuff in there that's no longer actually used for enchanting, so they're gone. You can get Dyad Niviot structures for 300, Draconis Ferris tokens. These things are awesome, 5 each, because you can get a flying mount with those. Titan Spire, for, one of the crafting things, etchings for etching. 10 for one of those, Titan's Peace, 10 for one of those, and Pulsating Essence, 300 for one of those. Okay, now you can buy the Enchanted Fashion Item Box Common for 125. And you can see it says when used, you have a chance to acquire one of the main items and consumables. Main item is Enchanted Fashion Item. Like I said, a lot of times I'll open these things, and I'll get like a Prime Battle solution or something stupid. So I don't know if I would spend any tokens on it. I would probably hunt the Island of Dawn monsters until they drop because, like I said, the drop rate has increased for them now. And you can get a Guardian Legion Jewel box for 30. All right. And now, I was a little scared when I looked at this and under glyphs, where now it's showing me plunder glyph boxes. So I was like, oh God, what happened to the good glyphs? All right, plunder glyphs are good if you're still, haven't been your level 60 or something. But then I scroll down. The good glyphs are still there, and you can see how it works. It says for warrior, and a bunch of different glyphs for warrior, then for lancer. So whatever character you're playing, you'll just scroll down to the section and figure out which glyphs you want to buy. Depending on which glyphs, it looks like most of them cost 35 tokens. If I recall correctly, that was reduction. I think they used to cost more. I think that was one of the changes. Maybe they're all 35. I was thinking some were a little more than the others, but maybe not. Okay, looks like they're all 35. All right, so there you have it for the Dawn Storm tokens. Oh, Metamorphic Emblems. That was another one where they took out all the old stuff that's no longer actually used for enchanting, so there's no point buying it. Now what's in here are just the Siman Enigmatic Scroll for 300. An Elnu's Tier for 5,100, or an Aged Elnu's Tier for 17,400. I honestly don't remember what the price of those was before. I never paid much attention. I don't know. It seems pricey to me, but maybe it was that much already. I don't know. And then you can buy Field Stones, again, for your etching type stuff. Titan's Embers, Titan's Ease, Titan's Fire is 100, Titan's Peace is 100, Earth is 100, Titan's Storm is 100. Get Nature's Aura for 20. There you go. Just wanted to go over this real quick because I couldn't remember exactly what was not in there before, but you can see what it is now. The Metamorphic Emblems, they have gotten rid of all that excess junk. Now, one thing I mentioned, it's not in the thing. I want it to be in the list next time because I'm still waiting on it. We have a bunch of different... Where is it? I thought I put some in here. Oh, I know. I forgot. It's over here. There we go. You can see the bonus material box spores, And we have the 3s and the 2s and the 1, and we got other kind of stuff out there, all kind of different boxes that still have things like artisan tool, copper clasp, pencil, stuff that's not used anymore, and it's still there. Now we do have good stuff in here, like mark of fate, concentrated ectoplasm, gold plate, silver plate, emeralds, diamonds. I forget which ones. I think part of those were for the bounty hunter brooch too. Whatever those were. I think that's Ortan's Horn, Hair Scale. I would definitely want to see those stay. Mark of Fate definitely needs to stay. But they should get rid of a bunch of that older junk there, like they did for the Metamorphic Emblems and some other stuff. And maybe throw in a few extra things. There's sometimes like the Abyssal Fragments or things like that. Because I don't even do multiplayer dungeons, so I can't get those right now because you have to do dungeons to get them. So if they throw that sort of thing in here, that would be really nice. Oh, throw in an enchanting chest. Another stuff, liquid metal, that stuff's not even used anymore. All right, so I'm hoping they'll upgrade some of these as well, where they, at a minimum, get rid of the stuff that's no longer used for enchanting. Leave the other good stuff. But I would also like to see them add like Abyssal Fragments or whatever, but that's just me. All right, 65, more big. And let me look at my inventory, because I think, even though I didn't write them down, I think I had one or two other things. I'll come to think of it, I know what legendary, because we mentioned the legendary tokens before. I forget what the deal was with that. They reduced the price or something? A powerful mask is going to cost you 95 legendary tokens. Can't remember what it cost before, I think. And the conversion scroll for purified, once you get to level 5, is 95 tokens. And etchings, you can still get those. They're about 30 a pop. I'm not really going to go into detail on those. Miscellaneous, you can get stuff like braveries and whatnot. I'm not going to go into detail on those. Smart Dyad Nubiot structures are awesome. Those are great. The Smart Dyad Nubiot structures, I do get them from other drops sometimes. It's going to cost you 100 legendaries for just one of those, so I'm not sure about using my legendaries for that. Mark of Fate for 5. Was that newly added? Can't remember. But Mark of Fate you can get for 5 legendary tokens. Stigma Chest, I think that was the other thing. You can get for 25 legendary tokens. Alright. I believe those were added. Bounty Hunter tokens, those were mentioned. The first thing you need to do is craft yourself an Ortan brooch, a hazard brooch. Those are going to cost you 50 each for the scroll, but then you're going to need Ceres's Nails 50, Hazard Scale 50, Ortan's Horn 50, and you can see this one you need 2 emeralds, 2 emeralds, 2 emeralds. Okay. And then once you have all 3 of the other ones, then you can use those to craft a Shadow Hunter brooch, which is going to cost you 100 of these tokens just for the scroll itself. Etchings, those are like level 3s. Let me see if there's something new added. I don't think. Yeah. Miscellaneous. Of course, you can use these to buy your Ortan's Horns, Hazard Scale, and Ceres's Nails, which you need to craft your brooch. I believe I have a video out there for crafting this brooch, if I recall correctly. Can't remember. Stigma Chest you can get for 40 of the Bounty Hunter tokens. I think that's it. Alright, I just wanted to. And let me see if I have any other kind of tokens that I was planning on going over, because they've made so many changes recently and stuff. Good changes, nothing wrong with that. Alright. I think that's all that we talked about in the notes that was changing. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the Premium Specialty Store, which is right here. Right next to the Anniversary Exchange Merchant, and right next to this guy if you want to go do the, what's that called? The Fang Spawn thing, if you're doing that. So he's right here in Highwatch. I already showed you where Highwatch is on your map. Premium Specialty Store. And I wanted to show you, okay, stat change random fortune. Okay, so these are some of the things that were already there. But now they have the random 4 etching box. Per account, lifetime maximum, you can buy 50 of them. They're going to cost you 321,000 gold. Okay, so this is not a token thing. This is just gold. So you save up gold, buy these. Or you can get a stat change stone superior for 53,500 gold. All right, so that's just been added. The other stuff was already there, so I'm not going to bother going into the other stuff. And then I'm going to go over to the specialty store. Specialty stores are in almost, I don't know about the super specialty store, if the premiums, if they're everywhere or just here, I don't know. But regular specialty stores are in most of the big towns. You know, you can find them all over the place. And as you can see, now you can buy a shape changer head restore for 1 gold and 7 silver. So they're real cheap. So if you happen to have one of those big head things applied and you're waiting for it to wear off, you go to any regular specialty store, buy it for a little over 1 gold. And you apply that after you buy it, and it'll get rid of your big head thing. Alright. Okay. My next thing I want to do is go over here. One of my viewers had asked me where to find the Dungeon Essence Merchant guy, because apparently they do multiplayer dungeons and they didn't know where to trade them in. Here he is right here, in case any of you need to exchange Dungeon Essence Merchant, or Dungeon Essences. This is the Dungeon Essence Merchant, Lucky, right there. That's the guy you see. This video isn't about that. I'm going to the Vanguard Initiative Quartermaster. Alright, they're here. There's one on the lower level here in High Watch. And there's also some of these guys on the Island of Dawn. So if you were to fast travel to Island of Dawn, you can also find one of these sales guys there. Alright. And this one I wanted to show you, Stormcry gear. Okay. You can see that now you can get the Stormcry weapon box for only 10 Vanguard credits. Okay. You go kill, you know, a set of 10 Island of Dawn monsters, or even do something simple like a Pit of Tracks or something, you're going to get some Vanguard rewards pretty quick. And these are real cheap. So like I said before, you have a whole bunch of additional characters, you know, alternate characters who still have the frost metal. From back when it was the minimum item level. Now you can come here and for real cheap go get them all equipped with a Stormcry weapon, Stormcry armor, 10, Stormcry gauntlet, cost you 10, Stormcry footwear, cost you 10. Now the only thing I don't see is the belt. So you're not going to get the belt, I guess. But that's okay, the belt's not that big of a deal. You can keep your frost metal belt, maybe upgrade it if you got the right stuff. And we still have the animatic, and have actually shown this before when they added the accessories in here, but just, you know, all the stuff's here for entropy, and including the entropy circlet. For a while there, you had to choose between, you know, the super upgraded circlet or the super upgraded Mistel circlet, because you could only get one or the other. Now you can buy as many as you need to do your upgrades and stuff. So there you go, and we still get the spirit glyphs and the consumable. That's Prime Battle. They don't even bother with Prime Battle solutions. Okay. Oh, my inventory. I did want to show you in the Angler's Whiskers. Now, I had been working on my Angler's Whiskers for quite a while, and it was extremely frustrating sometimes because I would get fail after fail on a lot of them. As you can see, I have an Angler's Whisker 9. I only have one, so I can't upgrade it at the moment. I would need another to upgrade. But you see now, for me to go to Angler's Whisker 10, 100% chance. So I'm going to get back to work on upgrading some of those Angler Whiskers so I can get an Angler Whisker 9 and then get my Angler Whisker 10 and be like, whoo, finally got it, you know, because I was working on that for a long time. But you can see it right down there, conversion success chance is 10% or 100%, even though I'm going from 9 to 10. So they're making it easier for Angler Whisker apparently every level. In fact, I'll check a couple more for you just to be sure. And of course, I'm going to need, you know, my 20,000 gold. I need to get another Angler Whisker 9 first, which apparently is going to be a lot easier. And I already have some pulsating essences. But at least I have a 100% conversion success chance. Okay, and then once I get that, I'll decrease my manual. Oh, decrease manual fishing wait time by 18% when I max it out. And decrease auto fishing time by 25%. Because you remember they added one or the other. I forget which one the note said. Before you only got one of those. Now you get both. So you can see right there, boom. Now, did I have a 1 on there? I got a 3. There's a 2. All right, let's look at the level 2 upgrade. And you see, even going from level 2 to level 3, 100% chance. And yeah, even down at level 3, you're decreasing your manual fish wait time by 5.4 and auto fishing by 7.5. And of course, the higher you go, the more you're decreasing it. But big thing, conversion success chance. Man, I'm so excited I can't talk. Conversion success chance, 100%, every level of Angler Whisker. Go get your Angler Whisker upgraded if you've been trying to do it for a while and been getting frustrated with all the fails, because I know I was. And now I'm going to go back and get that done, because I've been wanting to get it done. So go get your angler whiskers done. Okay, so let me just stand over here, just do a quick little pose while I do a quick little summary. We went over the May events. We have gone over the fishing tournament, and I'm going to try to remember to throw a link out there, because I have a special video that shows all the details about how to do the fishing tournament and all that. We've gone over the 106.01 patch notes. I did give you that reminder. I'm going to remind you again. We do have the 5th anniversary event going on. Be sure you're logging in every day. Getting at least that first 5 coins if you don't have time. And actually, what I've been doing on my alternate gamer tags, because my alternate gamer tags. 3 of them. I have 4 alternate gamer tags. 3 of them, my main characters have whatever it is, Heroic Oath weapons and gear. I'm going to use this opportunity to get all of them Fraxum full sets, because again, you can get Fraxum from these just from logging in. And what I've been doing a lot of times, because I don't have time to play a lot, is I just log into the Xbox, check it on the TV, be sure that first one pops into my partial pose, and then I just flip back over to TV mode and I'm watching cable, watching a movie, or I might be off busy doing my laundry, doing dishes, outside mowing the grass, whatever. Just remember, every few minutes or so to tap the joystick on your controller so it doesn't time out, because once your controller times out, then your Xbox after a while will shut down and you're not going to get the whole 3 hours on there. So just, whenever you have a chance, tap your little thing to keep it active so it doesn't time out. But that's one way of doing it. If you don't have time to actually play for 3 hours, log into it, be sure you're logged on, and then go do something else. Just tap that joystick every once in a while to keep it active. We went over the Strongbox event, all the May events, the 106.01 patch notes. We talked about the daily login and rewards. We talked about that ethereal circlet you're going to get through the mail, because they forgot to put it in with the accessories with the 5th anniversary tokens. We talked about the fishing tournament. I showed you how the token stuff worked. The level 65 scroll for your level boosting event that comes through partial post. All the changes to the Dawnstorm tokens, showed you that. The metamorphic emblem changes, showed you that. Premium specialty store, now you can get a stat change stone and random 4 etchings from there. The regular specialty store, you can now buy a head restore in case you have the big head thing applied yourself. And the Vanguard Merchant, I showed you that now they have the Stormcry gear available, so you can go buy Stormcry gear from there. You can upgrade it and all that once you've done it if you need to. And the Angler's Whiskers, we now have 100% chance of upgrading those Angler's Whiskers, which, like I said, I'm going to go get mine done. So, the next thing I'm going to do, I thought I had more Strongbox keys, but I only had 10. I could have sworn I had more of them saved up than that. This is pretty much it for the video, but I'm going to go ahead and open 10 Strongboxes just so you can see whether I get anything or not, because typically, like I said, I don't recommend buying the Strongbox keys with money, simply because the chances are so low that you're going to get anything good out of them. But save them up when you get them free from some of these events like the daily login events. So if you don't want to watch me open 10 boxes, that's pretty much it for today. Enjoy Tera and happy gaming. Now, if you want to watch me open the boxes, just hang on, and here we go. Just to see what I get, just for grins and giggles. Alright, so I hit my Y button. I select Strongbox key because I have some of them in my inventory. I'm going to confirm that I'm using my Strongbox key. Stigma shards. Woo! I'm going to hit auto open. Divine infusion. Stigma shards. Rejuvenation potion. Stigma shards. Additive powders. Those kind of. See, Zerk. Powerful Zerk. Crux. Those are lower level crystals I can't even use because I'm level 65. That's the kind of stuff I normally get. So, again, I recommend saving up your Strongbox keys from events like the daily accumulated login events that you get for free. But I do not personally recommend paying money for them. But, again, if you work really hard at your career like I do and you earn your money and you're going to spend it however you feel like spending it, and that's what you're spending on, spend it. Go ahead. That's up to you. Just I don't personally recommend it. So, that is going to be the very end of the video now. So until next time, enjoy Tera and happy gaming.